welcome to the video today. It's great to see everyone today. We're going to be watching some true crime or some React stuff in general. A lot of these come from my Discord. So if you don't already know or aren't already a part of it, I have a Discord server. We have a React suggestions tab in that server in which people submit videos that they would love for us to watch on stream. And a lot of you get to watch the ones that you put on there during these. So join the Discord. As for you YouTubers, you've missed the live stream, but I stream almost every day except Sunday. Sometimes true crime, sometimes mostly not. And I like to think we have a good community here. But also, if you're on YouTube, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel that you watch this on, because I like to be told that's a great, I mean, yeah, true. That's true too. I like to be told I'm doing a good job. So I appreciate it. Let's get into the videos right now. Go my intro. All right. Another video from Red Tree Crime. Arrogant killer realizes he's never going home. Oh joy.
Over 8 hours, the body of bus driver John Kleindienst was lying on his porch, and those that walked by assumed he was just a Halloween decoration.
What?
It wasn't until a neighbor realized that the body was real that police would be called and a murder investigation would begin.
I just can't believe somebody had that kind of anger to viciously attack a person and kill him.
Neighbors still in shock after a man was found stabbed to death on his front porch. And now another bombshell. Columbus City Schools now confirming the victim is one of their bus drivers. Police arrested 3 people in connection with the murder of John Kleindienst.
Investigators say he was found dead at a Lincoln Village home on Darbyhurst yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely a shock. They say this is a very quiet neighborhood. However, one neighbor tells me, and sheriff's investigators back it up, what was going on at this house had been disturbing this neighborhood for months, and it led to yesterday's murder.
I walked up to the stoop, and I could see where he had bled out.
Neighbor Gene Chafin told us yesterday he's the one who discovered the body of a man on the front porch next door. Turns out it was that of 54-year-old John Kleindienst. He lived in this house. Investigators say 3 men are the ones who stabbed him to death on his own front porch. 19-year-old Teriel, 23-year-old Dante / and this man, 52-year-old Abraham Shears.
It was hard to wrap your arms around something so gross.
Today, Chafin told us what he knew about his murdered neighbor and the man accused of being the ringleader, Abraham Shears. Chafin says Kleindienst lived in the home with Shears and 2 women, but about a month ago, the landlord kicked Shears and one of the women out.
There was always constant turmoil.
Now, Chafin told me he had run-ins with Abraham Shears as well. In fact, he called Abraham Shears an evil man. Investigators say Shears hired the other 2 guys to help him murder the man right there on his own front porch.
This is Abraham Shears. He is also known by his nickname, L.A. Investigators believe he manipulated 19-year-old Dante / and 19-year-old Teriel into carrying out the murder of John Kleindienst. According to police, he promised to help them join a well-known gang in California if they proved they could be trusted. Authorities eventually arrested all 3 men and brought them in for questioning. Detectives choose to start with a wannabe gang member, Abraham Shears.
We want to get your DNA. You can have my DNA. Okay, we got a little form for you here to sign. You can have my DNA. So here you go. Here. Hold on. Whatever you need, man. I ain't did no murder.
So understand that the reason you're here, somebody passed last night.
The Charles Manson approach.
Somebody gave us your name, somebody who may have information. All right.
Who passed?
We'll get to this in a moment. Let me ask you a few questions first. Does they consider homeless currently?
At the moment, yeah. At the moment, yeah. But as murdering somebody, no. I'd never do that.
After Abraham was evicted from the home, John put a restraining order on him because he would not stop harassing him and the 2 females he lived with.
What was your relationship like with everybody in the home?
No, there's no date.
Everybody had a good relationship.
I think it's up here, but they clearly cropped it. You can kind of see like this black bar up here.
Nope, when the judge say stay 500 feet away, I say 500 feet away. I ain't been over there. I ain't seen.
That was my next question. When was the last time you were over there?
I ain't been over there.
Last night?
Haven't been over there.
John's middle name was Randall, so he went by the nickname Randy. Detectives let Abraham know that Randy was murdered so they can see how he reacts. Get ready for some of the worst acting you've ever seen.
Somebody killed Randy last night on the front step of his house. And you are the only one with a restraining order. Now you can see why you're here.
Man, that's crazy, man.
So, with that being said, to clarify a few things, you told us that's why.
Oh.
Oh.
Dude, put that away. What the fuck are we doing?
Question, okay? If he did do something,
Man, I ain't did nothing.
that would be the opportunity.
I ain't did nothing. Hey, man, I swear to you.
That he would have done something to him.
I don't know, man. I just told you. Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Think if you wanted to submit to a polygraph examination.
I don't care, man. Because I know I ain't come back here and I know I ain't killed nobody.
The detectives decide to shift their focus to another suspect for the moment, but they will circle back to Abraham later. In a separate room, Dante Slash, who is a homeless man who describes himself as an MMA fighter, waits to be interviewed.
I'm interested.
Very off topic. That's a great ass name. I can't lie. That's an awesome name.
So you know we're homicide detectives. Someone lost their life. Someone lost their life.
Yes.
Okay. And it's our duty to investigate that and get to the bottom of it. And obviously
That does appear to be Raising Cane's.
Okay. I want to talk to you about last night, where you were at, what you did. Let's say with the understanding that we've already talked to other people. That's all right. Small wife.
Do you think he eats the slaw or no?
That's what everybody does. Truth.
Personally, I get an extra sauce and don't go slaw. Kind of a move.
All I can ask for.
So, where would you like to start?
So, I want to give you every opportunity, like you said, you want to be honest with us, okay? I understand you're one of the last people we talked to, so I think at this point, the story's pretty much been told. Okay, you kind of know what happened already. You were told to do something, and do what you were told. I know you're not a shot caller.
You can swap the slaw? Yeah, man. You can substitute. The world is your oyster.
And then you did what you told. I already know what happened. You were manipulated by thunder, for one. I'll make you suspended? Yeah. How'd you get the color in your hand? Don't tell me it's from a dog.
Here's the deal. I got to go talk to the court. Okay? I can say he was cooperative. He told me this. So
the classic.
Tell us what happened.
The classic cop move.
We'll
tell the judge you were really good. You're a really good boy.
He's out the way. I could be the next person to end up in y'all's homicide cases, right?
We're telling you that we can provide security. We can provide you protection.
If I do help y'all out, the most I'm a ghost. That's all I want. I'm a ghost. I ain't tell y'all shit. Y'all found out yourselves. That is the only offer I'm giving y'all. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's hear what you got to say, and I can have a prosecutor over here afterwards to.
Dante makes it very clear.
He's not exactly wrong. He's like, I mean, if you guys are saying you already have the whole story, what do you need me for? I'm going to say nothing.
His biggest concern is being
Unfortunately,
labeled a snitch. He says he will only cooperate if he is guaranteed some form of protection. The detectives know they can't make that kind of promise, so instead, one of them makes a careful offer. Once the interview is over, they can bring in a prosecutor to discuss his situation and see if anything can be worked out.
Nobody's recording this shit, right? It's just your ears and everybody. You know money? Cause I ain't doing shit for free. My life ain't worth that. Like, we'll discuss it. Because I'm with all things considered, I'm homeless. There's nothing but music to my ears. So, he comes in the next day. We need to do this. I'm like, all right, when? He gets up at 3, goes to work. Then shit hits the fan, and I'm staring at you now. I'm telling you that. I'm just saying. I'm literally risking my life telling you this shit. Don't make me regret this.
Dante tells the detectives that the plan was to kill the bus driver, but it didn't start with him. It was Abraham's idea. In exchange for his help, Dante says he was promised money. He goes on to implicate Teriel Glick, claiming that he too had been recruited to take part in the murder. Armed with this new information, detectives decide to circle back and question Abraham once more before interrogating Teriel.
We've already interviewed everybody involved in this piece here. We now know what happened. That's why what I came here and talk to you was, giving you the opportunity to be more forthcoming and be honest with us. Like what? Well, that's what we're here asking you. Like what?
I was in. We know you were. I was in London. What happened before that?
Don't leave.
Do what?
Like, I feel like that.
I'm trying to understand. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, we're going to charge you with murder. How you going to charge me with murder when they ain't did nothing? Okay, well, you did something. That's why you're still here. Man, how you going to charge $1,000? $1,000? Yeah. Guilty people always repeat. I don't know nothing about no $1,000. I don't know nothing about none of that. And that's crazy. Lead them out in the park. That's where he wants a job.
I gotta move my camera. You guys gotta see the face this guy's making. This guy's making faces. And I just realized I'm covering it. Meow. Look at this A-class actor, man.
Job. I ain't said nothing like that. Nothing like that. So I don't know how people gonna sit here and lie on me.
We understand. We talked
These two dudes didn't pick this guy out of the sky. They knew everything about him. They knew when he went to work. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Understand to be charged with murder, you don't have to be the actual source. Judge Simon.
But I ain't did nothing, man. I ain't said nothing to nobody.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I believe that you actually killed somebody. But do I believe that you manipulated two young boys to kill somebody? You were upset with Randy to make a miserable woman.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, wait till he finds out that you can still be charged for orchestrating a murder.
Why would I be mad at him when I'm messing with Tina? That's what we're talking about, Tina.
Classic Tina.
Why y'all gonna charge me with something when I ain't even did shit? Okay. And he told everything. Okay, well, okay, can they prove what I told them I was gonna pay them? What the proof at? There is no proof. Show me what the proof at.
Here he said.
Shit. That's why he's pissed, because he didn't get paid. You didn't pay him the $500 you promised him. He ratted you out so quick it wasn't funny once he found out you're a offender. He was pissed that he got played. If I want somebody to do something for me, I know people, but I ain't got to go helping people do it. If I want to do something, I do it myself. You know?
You laying out the scenario how it would be? Or?
No, I'm just saying, if I want to do something, I do it myself. I ain't have them do nothing. They did something.
Oh.
They chose to.
Oh, you're free to go then.
Because they're young and hungry and homeless.
Oh, he's a real go-getter. He does it all himself. Never mind. My bad. We got the wrong guy, clearly.
That's what they call it.
The only thing I told them is that I can help them get to where they need to be. I ain't tell them go out and do nothing. They did shit on their own. So don't sit here and try to frame me and railroad me and some shit. I ain't trying to railroad you at all. I'm just telling you what they said.
I mean, you gotta understand, these boys showed up at this house to do this job, as they described it, at exactly the right time.
Abraham begins to realize that he may be facing a murder charge, so he crafts a narrative. He claims that he mentioned his conflict with the victim to the two homeless men, but only in the context that he intended to handle it himself.
They came to me, and they was asking me stuff. And I just told them, I was like, y'all just need to leave yourself alone. I take care of my own business. I don't need people in my business.
I mean, at the end of the day, here's the problem. These kids are 19 years old. They don't know nothing about loyalty like you do. I mean, you know how it is now, but looking back when you're 19 years old, these kids are impressionable.
But you got to look at it from our perspective. You got beef with the guy. I ain't got no beef with him. I ain't got no beef with nobody. The only beef I got is with blood. Here's the bottom line. We got 3 witnesses that have the same story, and they didn't get to talk to each other. Okay. So
Big gang guy. Wow.
Huh? Who are the 3 witnesses? Well, there's 3 people here now. 2 guys that did it, and Tina. I don't know how you can go sit there and say They were pretty descriptive, too. Except for the one dude, the Army guy. Yeah. He only knew part of it.
Yeah, he's gonna get in trouble by him.
I don't even know where that come from. Well, they say it came from you. It come from me. You can keep saying all you want, but it's all on video. He even went as far as telling how many times he said it.
He even told us that there was a certain method or a request made by you of how it should look at the end to make it look like it was done by a certain gang.
No. See, that ain't even come from me. That didn't even come from me. It ain't have no beef with nobody. The only beef I got is for blood. That's the only beef I got.
Okay. Well, how did you become across one of them? I mean, is it hands-on? Is it green light every time?
Whoa.
You come across the blood, they'll put it in. Now, if you did tell them to do this and you didn't mean
this guy's cool.
Carry it out, that's different. But like I said, we have too much evidence that just points to you. Hey, there's like dollar amounts, and they both said the dollar amounts where they were going to go to California, that you were going to get them there, took them to West Virginia, you name it. All right, so you don't know nothing about nothing. Is that what you're telling us? That's it, man. Yeah. If I wanted to do something to Randy, I would have done it myself. I mean, why would I?
Great thing to admit.
Because you're going to be out in London, you have an alibi, well, somebody else did your dirty work.
I mean, is it possible?
Well, I would have killed them guys. I would have killed them if it was up to me.
Abraham ends the interview, but not before making sure the detectives know that he is very capable of committing murder.
Right.
Now there is only one person left to interrogate.
The fuck?
Teriel has already confessed to everything.
Good
when he
argument,
was
I guess.
initially arrested. So now the detectives just need him to go over everything again, this time on camera. The first thing they ask him is what he thinks is about to happen.
Wow.
Probably going to get locked up maybe for life.
What a guy.
I've never had life easy, yeah. So I lived a hard life. I stuck by Tay because he stuck by me. He was one of the first people that actually cared about me.
Okay.
So I've already been through hell and back. I had a fight to even get into the military. Everybody doubted me. I had to fight for everything in my life. So at this point, I've lived life as much as I could. I proved everybody wrong once. I'm at peace with life. You come to terms with things, you know.
This is a very 19-year-old attitude.
Enough, you see enough. I've lost a lot of my friends to some bullshit. I've seen enough death.
I've had it tough. In my 2 decades of life, I've lived a life.
Last night, this morning, you had to hit him with a machete.
I didn't.
He's got a cut from here to here.
I guarantee you. If you find a machete,
That is 23? Nope. Both the kids are 19.
He's got a cut on his leg about that long.
I don't
Big
even know
man
how
was
he
like
ended up
50
on the
something.
ground. I promise you didn't hit him with a machete.
Well,
you can check the thing for blood. Like, I just want to have no reason.
Not that your boy with your buddy Tay.
Dante, Tay, yes.
Not that Tay was trying to rat you out. I think he inadvertently kind of told us that you did stab somebody.
One of them was in their 20s, really?
Okay, so he told us, but yeah, I stabbed him and my guy stabbed him as well.
I guarantee you.
I don't think it really changes much, to be honest with you.
I didn't get the chance to because, look, the thing was, I was supposed to flash a flashlight, stun him, and I was supposed to, like, his back of his neck, which he never got to, and then I was supposed to just make it look like a different gang-related incident. But he tried to run, bang on the door, and Tay ended up stabbing the shit out of him and said, let's dip, before I even had the chance to do anything because the flashlight didn't turn on, I had gloves on. And like I was already spooked, so you know I kind of fucked it up. I didn't have the chance to.
Unfortunately, we left their DNA there. But we talked to LA again, and I know that you're aware that was kind of part of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna vouch for you guys out there. He's in the Crips, right?
He said some gang. I don't know what gang.
He's gonna expose you guys to the lifestyle out there that you're interested in learning about.
So before you judge people, I know, look, it's murder, it's bad, yes. But the way I look at things is like how in the military, we go over to countries, and it's like half these countries, they're fighting, we fight them as terrorists. They're just defending their own home. Yeah. I mean, some of them are bad, some of them aren't, and we kill them just the same. People out here, I mean, hell, we didn't know enough about LA. We were misled.
And LA said that he was trying to force himself upon some special ed person. So at that point, he's not an innocent person. He's just some dude who's a bag trying to do something, and the court didn't do anything. So I'm like, Tay, if you want to do this, I'm with you. Sure. Because Tay's my friend, and he's looked out for me. You know, and Tay's just, we've never really had good lives. We find happiness in the wrong places. Me, I say this, look, he looks out for me. He's more family than I've ever had. That's why I stuck with him.
It's a sad story.
It's a sad story.
I really do. I mean,
I'm not trying to appeal to you. Like, I've already accepted my hand. I'm just letting you know.
I understand that. And listen to me. I'm
weirdly grounded.
Because I really do feel for you people.
You're just doing your job. I respect.
But no, I'm also human. And these cases, they wear on us as well. You know?
Well, hey, look, so, you see how I'm okay? Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure.
You'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll get through it.
You'll sleep at night. You'll just
I have another one tomorrow to deal with, probably.
Well, like I said, it's just you learn how to accept things.
Yeah.
You go through enough shit in life and just trauma. You go through enough that you learn how to accept things for what it is. So even though you didn't get the opportunity to do what your assignment was, so to speak. I was supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, how did that make you feel knowing that you were going to do it to somebody? Was you pretty just numb to it? Or?
So honestly, did I like the idea of it? No, it all screams bad idea. I mean, I'm not stupid. I do stupid things because my best quality and my worst quality is maybe like Shakespeare, you know, the hero has a fatal flaw. I care. I care about my people to the point where I'll do shit for them even if it gets me fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, the best thing is I care about people, but it's also the worst thing. I don't know what to cut it off. I still don't know what the dude looks like. I still don't know his name. Like I said, I had my glasses. It was dark. It kind of just happened fast, and I was already kind of how I was shaking earlier. Yeah. I was terrified, but it's just loyalty to me.
Well, at the end of the day, it's blatantly obvious from both you and Tay that you care for each other. I don't want you to look at it as if you're writing on him, and he's very aware that you are both, it appears to us, that manipulated by a manipulator. So
we all make mistakes, yeah. Just some worse than others.
Yeah.
I'm getting locked up, so getting locked up. And honestly, it's I get unlocked up just to be out on the streets is nothing. So, I mean, really, the longer I'm locked up, the longer
I have people come here and say, listen, I did it. I'm confessing because I'm hungry. I want to sleep. And I can go to jail and get food for free medical care. That's just the mindset of some people. They just don't care.
It's not that I don't care. It's that
how many people do that?
Caring wouldn't really help at this point. It's logic.
Yeah. So,
when you take out the emotion out of things, it's just kind of, you just exist, almost robotic, but hell, makes things easier. Obviously, I'm unfazed when I should be. I mean, this is pretty, my life's kind of now, but.
Yeah. Was there a deal made where this is almost like an initiation for you guys?
I mean, he said something like that, but he already said, he's oh, you were already in part of this. He's because you're cool and you know you look out for me, and then.
He suggested something about, he's hardcore Crip, and it's open season on any blood, he says. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, Tay said that?
No. Oh, wait.
Okay, Tay said that.
Wait a minute. It's now both wearing red Chicago Bulls shirts.
Oh, no, actually, this was Pay's shirt, and I kind of took it from him, a while back, and I liked it. So I'm I'm not wearing my shirt.
LA gave me the impression that anybody who wouldn't be wearing that collar is a bull, you know? Open season.
No, I just liked it because I thought this was cool, and I liked the little hoods of the shirts.
All right, well, I appreciate your cooperation. Like I said, it can only benefit you from here on out to cooperate with the court process.
Well, look, there is no really beneficial. Nothing that happens from here on out is beneficial to me.
Well,
less doesn't make it better.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I have different
kid's weirdly smart.
sentencing guidelines, ranging anywhere from whatever to death. And it is what you make of it from here on out, okay? So take your attorney's advice, and I'm sure you'll see me again across the street in court.
In the end, all three men were convicted of charges related to the murder. Dante received 25 to life, and both Abraham and Teriel received 15 to life in prison. What are your thoughts on this case? Should they have received more or less time? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
Weird, man. It's a weird one. I mean, that's just unfortunate, dude. Yeah, I mean, clearly the dude just straight up manipulated both of them, but it's a shame that both of them are okay with doing something like that. I mean, the last guy was like weirdly logical about his reasoning because he's just sitting there like, I've dealt with a lot, I've gone through a lot, and I've proven myself enough to be okay with what's happened or something. I don't know. It was like weirdly grounded. Doesn't make what he did okay, but he was like weirdly logical about it. Yeah, I don't know. That's a shame. I think the sentencing makes sense. The guy who actually did it gets longer than the other two. I mean, in an ideal world, you want the guy who orchestrated it to have the most time, but at the same time, how do you even make that I don't even know how you'd make that happen, considering it was word of mouth and witness testimonies from two people who just committed a murder. So not exactly great witnesses. Anyway.